Happy Monday to you. My name is Mandy. This is Mandee Miller Fitness here on Patreon, and of course, many moons later on the old tubes of you. And today we are doing 60 minutes total body with a full stretch. At the end of our total body challenge, we will take a quick rest to do a body scan and check in on how we're feeling, and then we'll have 15 full minutes to do a stretch as well. So we're getting 60 minutes of work in its entirety, and today the following pieces of equipment will be needed or at least requested. You can always do this stuff body weight. There's always a way to make it lower impact. If you need low impact, I'll show you that. And if you're not using weights and you're just doing body weight, just follow along. You'll probably want a mat. I am wearing shoes because I'm doing some impactful work today, so feel free to put those on if that sounds fun to you. And if you're not jumping, there's always a way to not jump, so don't worry, you're in good hands. I am using 24s, which I'm frankly wondering about my own mental state choosing that, but I'm gonna do it. And then I'm using 10s for my upper body. And then lastly, I am using a mini band today. A cloth mini band. Mine is a medium and it's from a company called Forza. You don't have to use that. You don't have to use that brand, but I do like this brand and I like this mini band because it's pretty difficult to manipulate. Enough chat. Let's go ahead and set our equipment to the side and we'll get going with our warm up right off the bat. So if you're using my playlist, we're going to hit play as a team in 3, 2, 1. And our warm up is about 5 minutes and some change. So bring yourself over to your space. Bring your feet nice and wide apart. Turn your toes slightly out. Soften the knees, reach the arms overhead. Big inhale, tuck your seat at the top. Exhale, hands at sides. Let's do that 2 more times. Big inhale. Exhale it out. Last one. Inhale up. Exhale down. Good. Keep the feet wide apart, reach the arms forward, and we start a row with a hamstring curl. I am on the beat. You don't have to be. This is a pretty traditional pop beat. I'm bringing my heel to my seat as my elbows drive behind my back. So I'm warming up chest, back, and hamstrings, and of course the heart rate starting to raise. Give me 8. 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's squat time. Turn your toes slightly out. Keep your feet wide apart. Drop and squeeze. I am moving slower than the beat now because I want to get deep in my squat. Then I will say this, because we're using heavy weight, because everything we're doing is a minute, don't feel tempted or required to do everything fast. In fact, there'll be moments where it's supposed to be fast and there'll be moments where it's supposed to be slow. Hold this last squat down. Lift the heels up, lower the heels. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Stay in the squat. You've got 3, 2, 1. Good. Rise your way up. Step your feet to the top of your mat. We move into a reverse lunge and switch the leg. We're just doing a nice little overhead sweep with the arms so that we stay in the ribs. So draw the rib cage in as the arms swing up. Good. 1 more per side. Other leg. Beautiful. And now I'm going to go into a lateral lunge. So I'm turning to my side. Lateral lunge, rise. Lateral lunge, rise. I'm kind of dragging that following foot. You can maybe hear it. If you want to drag it, you can. I can feel a little more inner thigh by doing that. You've got 2 more. And the last one. Excellent. Come on down to a plank position. So in my plank, P.S., we're halfway through our warm-up. Take my right leg out to the side and up to a down dog split. Let's do it again. Out, lift. Same leg, 2 more. Out, lift. Last one on the right. Out, lift. Return and switch your leg. Out, lift. Good. 4. Out, Excellent. Come back to your plank. Bring the right foot outside the right hand. Lower the knee down. Sweep the arm back. Sweep the arm across. Sweep the arm back. Sweep the arm across. Last one back. Last one across. Plant that hand. Step back to plank. Switch it to the left. Lower the right knee down. Reach back. Come forward and reach behind the tricep of the opposite arm. Reach back. Reach across. Reach it back. Look to the back of the room. Cross. Last one. Reach it back. And cross it. Good. Come back to your plank. Give me some climbers for 3, 2, and 1. Set your knees down. Come down to your forearms. Once we're on forearms, bring it into a hydrant with the right, hydrant with the left. 2 more. Last one, both sides. And then we're going to sit back onto the heels and shins. Once we're back on the heels and shins, I'm turning yours to face you. Clasp the hands, go around the back of the head in a halo, and around the back of the head in the opposite direction. Now, our warm-up is over very soon. We've got one more little piece of the puzzle. Go around the opposite shoulder and back, and bring yourself to a high half kneeling position. Lean and squeeze. Lean. There's 3 of these aside. Warm-up is over after this. We're starting with cardio. Excellent. Come back through the center. Switch to half kneel. My back toes are tucked. I personally like them tucked. You are welcome to keep them untucked. Press through the outer edge of that outside leg. This is the last bit of our warm-up. Excellente. And we're getting started right away with our cardio. This is body weight. Step to the top of your mat. Right leg only. I take my lunge. I hover back to down dog split. Rise and lift the knee. Lunge. Down dog split. Knee drive. Lunge. Drive it back and rise. Last one on this side. And we'll switch our legs. Lunge it back. Hands come to the floor. Down dog split. Step it. Chamber knee. Lunge. Down dog split. Chamber knee. Ooh, losing my balance here. Lunge. Bam. Almost there. 9 seconds. Breathe. This is it. We're going to pick up our heavy dumbbells. Rise to stand. There is a B stance hinge. I'm going to show this to you from the side. I think it's really helpful to see it that way. My feet are about shoulder width apart to start. Step your left foot back so that it's just behind your right foot. And here we go. I hinge. Notice how low I'm going. My knees are soft. And then pull. Good. Inhale. The heel of my foot that's closest to you is off the ground. The entire foot of my right is on the floor. I'm not worried about my quantity here. I'm worried about the quality of my activity here. My shoulders are packed. My lats are drawn back and down. My back is working, so is my seat. I can feel a little of my hamstrings as well. Now remember, we only see this one more time. So the next round, we switch the legs. This is your last B stance hinge. Drop off your heavy dumbbells. Grab your upper body dumbbells. And now we're gonna move into our upper body work for the minute. Whew. I don't know about you, but I can feel that work. Where is it? Triple O, right. Okay, so I'm in my suitcase position, like I'm holding 2 suitcases. Triple suitcase row. On the third one, kick it back. So I'm going to show this to you on a little bit of an angle here. Pull, 2, 3, kick it back on the third. 1, 2, 3, kick it back. I almost lost that one. Good. You're sitting in this imaginary chair pose. Hold it back there. kick it back. We got time for one more. You're gonna meet me on the floor here on your forearms. Good, kick it back. Set your dumbbells to the side. I'm gonna face you, but you probably will be facing the top of your mat. Bring your forearms to the floor. Can legs. I draw over to the left, over to the right, back to the left. Extend the legs on the third one. 3. Watch my forearms. They stay on the floor. My legs move as one unit. So think about those inner thighs touching each other. I like this because it's a little glute massage too. Shoulders broad, you're looking down the bridge of the nose. Okay, so in a moment, we get a 30 seconds rest, that's it. And we go through everything again, and I'm gonna give you a little more to do if you're interested. If you're not, stick to what you did in round 1, right? That is your time. Okay, so quick sip of water, you got time for it? Oh my gosh. Feeling pretty good, feeling pretty energized. Okay, so starting with the cardio, if you want to add into this, we can do a little roundhouse kick. So I'm going to show you what that looks like while we've got to break the roundhouse kick as I rise up. I just popped my hip. So do what you can. I'm going to show that to you in real time. Step to the top of your mat, know where your space is. I'm starting left leg, lunge it back. Down dog split, stepping in, roundhouse kick, lunge, down dog, rise, roundhouse, lunge, step, reach, rise. It's a little balance challenge for us here. Switch your legs at the end of this rep. Here we go, lunge it back. Down dog split. Ooh, I thought maybe I would hit the wall, but I didn't. So that's good. They're not all going to be perfect. Just work on improvement each time. I liked adding this little roundhouse because it felt pretty challenging for the balance. Pick your weights up with your back and legs together. And now last time we had our feet set like the opposite. My left foot is firm on the floor. I'm in a B stance position. I'm going to show this to you from the front. So I've got my feet about shoulder width apart. My left foot's on the floor. My right heel is popped off the ground. I'm going to inhale my way down. Back stays flat. Common mistake, showing this to you from the side because I think you can see it better, is you like, I want to go as far as I can. I want to go all the way down here. That's not good. We want to actually maintain that spinal engagement. So maybe that's as far as I'm going, but I feel super supported there and I'm driving my hips to the front. Let's do it one more time. And then we're going to pick up our upper body dumbbells. So set those down with control. And now it's upper body time. It's the triple row into the kickback. 1, 2, hold it back, kick the arms, no swing, okay? Common mistake is racing through it and then whipping the arms like this, right? That was just inertia. That was just me using my momentum, not the goal. Strength in the back body, and then a nice little finisher on my triceps, because we're not doing any push-ups today. What? In 60 minutes, we're not doing a push-up? Nope. Not a single one. You're welcome. Yeah. Now, that's not to say that we're not going to hold planks and stuff, because we are. Just to be real with you. You got time for this last combination. Finish with the row and kick back, and then meet me for your can-can. So showing this to you, directly profile, check my forearms out. Check out my chest. I'm leaning the knees towards you. I'm leaning the knees away from you. They come back forward, kick them. Then I go here, 2, 3, kick. I'm channeling my inner Rockette. We've got some more kicking today. I'd love to tell you that this is the only kicking we're up to, but it is not true, okay? And you know me, I'm just trying to be real with you. So at the end of our minute, we get a 1 full minute rest between our 2 blocks of work. We have 4 blocks today. That is it. So let's finish this out. Let's kick it. And done. Okay, so good news. You won't see any of those 4 activities again. We're not going through it another, extra round or anything like that. What we are going to do is move into a new block that looks very similar in its structure. So we start with cardio, we'll move to the lower body, and then we'll get to the upper body strength, and then of course we'll finish with our core work. Everything is of course a minute, but I will say this is a traveling exercise. We've got time to go over it, so I'm going to show it to you. You're going to start at the back of your mat. You're going to reach your hands forward, frog hop, jack the legs back. Mandee, I'm not jumping. That's totally fine. I'm going to take my hands to the floor, crawl to the front of my mat. When I get to the front of my mat, tap like I'm doing little curtsies to the back, okay? Let's do it together. Minute begins. First version, the original, the OG. 2 frogs, jack it back. Showing you the modifier again. I'm crawling my way forward. And then I'm curtsy tapping my way back. Right? I'm doing very similar things. Don't trip on your mat. Feel free to mix and match it. Like I've mentioned many times over, I don't have a big space in here, but I utilize every single inch that I can. Hello, thighs. They are definitely going, why? Why me? Very Nancy Kerrigan moment there. Oh my gosh. Good work. 3, 2, and 1. Moving into my low body, of course, I'm going to grab those heavy dumbbells. Oh my gosh. Now, this is a 30-30 split. Step to the top of your mat. Take your right foot back in a curtsy. Hold the curtsy. I'm going to do a half range lift and lower. Lift and lower. Ooh. The weights alone. 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to show this to you from the side. I'm in my curtsy. I'm going to lift and lower. Lift and lower. Just push that foot off the floor. Drop back into your curtsy. Inhale. Good work. Upper body's next. Set your dumbbells down, please. Upper body time. What was it? Oh my gosh, yes. Grab your upper body weights. We're on our tiptoes. Okay, palms start facing you, then they come over the head. Facing. I'm off the heels of my feet. I'm not quite bringing my elbows to full extension. They're just lifting up, I would say, to a 3/4 range. Abs are in tight. I'm going to show this to you from the side so you can see my heels. Pull the ribs in. Balance is part of this. Calves are working. Rotating those shoulders. You're doing it. 5 seconds. Woo. 2, and that's your time. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay, put both of your weights in one hand. 30 seconds aside. Here we go. Side bends. My feet are together, and this time my heels are on the floor. I'm leaning straight to my side, all the way down the side seam of my foot, or my leg, and then I'm trying to crack the nut on this side. Inhale all the way down, Exhale. So we've only got the load on one side. So say, for example, you're like, dude, I can't hold both my weights with one hand. Just one's fine. All right, second side, 30 seconds. No twisting. So I want you to imagine you've got a pane of glass in front of the tip of your nose and behind your cheeks, not the ones on your face, if you know what I mean. So showing this to you from the profile view. I'm leaning directly, no rotating, and then all the way around. Big inhale. Excellent job. That is the time. Drop your weights off. We get a short recovery, and then we do all of that one more time. All right. Deep breath in and let it out. I don't know about you, but I am thirsty. Starting with our frog leap, I'm going to demonstrate that low impact variation first. Here we go. Timer's on. I walk it forward, and then I curtsy tap my way back. All right, so if you're feeling it now, go for your leaps. Less is more. There's some plyometric involved here. Have to jump. You don't have to, right? Really work those legs. Beautiful. You've got 30 more seconds. I haven't done these in a really long time. So when I programmed them, I was like, man, okay, I'm gonna feel this. It's funny, I did last week's workout with you guys, and I felt it for like 4 days after that. The AAA workout, I was like, what? I mean, it's always a good one. That is your time. So wherever you're at, I don't know about you, but I want to be done with it. Pick up with your back and your legs. And here we go. Step back to the curtsy, lift and return. I'd say my toes are leaving the floor maybe 2 inches. My knee's not locking, so that front knee is soft. I have my hips crossed, right? Switch your legs. Showing this to you head on. Take the other leg back. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Chest stays broad. Press through that inner foot. Big toe of my left. Last couple. I'm smiling because I don't love this one. That's your time. Drop off the heavies. Pick up your upper bodies. Heels off the floor. Core in tight. I can do anything. Sometimes I gotta pump myself up too. I was feeling let's just say I was not feeling motivated today. So this is my discipline. Tap it in. Where I'm like, hey, you have people depending on you. You got a crew of people that are like, where's the workout? So I'm like, okay. Showing this to you from the side so you can see my spine. It's long, my abs are in. So I'm not going to a full extension because I noticed I can't without letting my ribs pop. So that's my range of motion today that's healthy and pain-free. That is your time. My calves were burning. Put the weights in one hand. Feet together. Here we go. Lean and crunch. Inhale. Slide down that side seam. Squeeze. Started on my side, I ended on. I tried to remember, but you know, no one's perfect. So if you started on the first side, that's okay. No one's perfect. I'm not in here pretending like I'm like the model citizen. I'm doing the best I can though. Okay, side 2. Lean, draw, pull, in. Legs are straight and strong, inner thighs on, glutes on, abs on. Beautiful. Okie doke, my least favorite block is coming. We've got 4 seconds. We're gonna put that band on, it stays on. That is your time. All right, so do yourself a quick solid. Know where your things are located. And then put the band on if you're wearing it. We are going into our next block of work, which is block 3, which means we're halfway done with the 45-minute conditioning session. And then, of course, we'll have time at the end to do our stretching. Okay, so my band is on. Here's my kneecaps. It's on literally right above the meat, right onto the meat above the kneecaps. So the very edge of the quadricep that's going into the knee joint is where we're setting the band up across the thighs. So let's talk about what's happening. We've got a single-sided cardio challenge. I'm going to set myself up and I'm going to do this with my leg. It's going to go forward, cross, forward, cross, forward, cross. I am not going to be on my mat with that back foot because it's too hard. 3, 2, 1, let's go. I'm not moving very quick, but I'm feeling some power from the hip of my back leg. Good, 10 more seconds on side 1. Pivot, punch, 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 forward, cross, forward, switch your lead leg, back foot, here we go. Directly to the camera, cross, direct, cross. Guard the face. I'm not a boxer. I'm sure you probably picked up on that already, but it's always good for fitness just to kind of work in some things that are not home base for you, because that's how you become not a beginner, but a learner. Okay, now it's low body time. So we're gonna need this band, and we're also going to need a single heavy dumbbell. Okay, just the left leg moves. Side squat, transverse squat, side squat, transverse squat. Look at my right foot. It is not moving. Beautiful. You got time for one more on this side. Switch the gripping into the opposite hand. Here we go. Directly to my side, to the corner. Good, with that free hand, it can go anywhere. Sometimes on the hips, nice. Out and corner. Watch that this knee doesn't cave in. Out, very difficult, and back. Go ahead and grab your upper body dumbbells, meet me on the floor. You're gonna find a static bridge, and this is our push for the day. This is our press. So I'm gonna find a nice hip bridge, heels down, toes up, and then I'm gonna draw one arm down, punch, switch, punch, switch. Oh my gosh, my legs are like, why? And the bad news is we're gonna find a forearm plank here in a moment. Push, switch, push. Halfway there, tuck your seat. Heels down, toes are wiggling. Keep those hips up, you're doing great. I'm mostly just talking to myself because I am feeling all sorts of broken. Oh my gosh, my hips, 9 seconds. Okay, we're gonna meet in a forearm plank. 2 and 1, set those hips down. Set your weights down. Swing the legs behind you. Let's forearm plank it together. Okay, so once I'm in my forearm plank, I can stay put. I can set my knees down. I can lift. I can also tap, tap. So in other words, you've now seen a couple of ways to split the time. I could hold my knees down. Maybe that's what's happening right now. I could lift and hold, and then I start my taps. If I'm like, wow, Mandy, I think I could do more, you could jump the legs out and in. So for example, this last, 15 seconds? Here we go. Finish it out. We've got just a few more. 3, 2, 1. Band stays on. Oh my gosh. Okay. Woo. I am really feeling this one. Okay, we don't have long. I'm just struggling to get up. Okay. Now, woo. Back foot. Oops, this side. I almost forgot. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Punch, 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 punch. Pivot, punch. I just realized this is the side I started with. Whatever. She's not perfect. Push, push. Punch them, punch them, punch, 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 punch. 3, 2, switch your feet. Here we go. The pivot leg is burning. Earlier I was talking about how we're not going to be on the beat, and then I'm on the beat. So hilarious. My legs are burning. Give me more. 3, 2, oh. You need one dumbbell. Okay. In the left hand, right leg moves. Here we go. Left leg stays planted. The weight's on the left side. I've got my right hand behind my ear this time because it's out of my way. Yeah, the weight's a little awkward. It's like kind of just resting on the side of my thigh a little bit. Switch. Second side, here we go. Side squat, squeeze your butt. Transverse squat, squeeze your butt. Look at this knee. This knee pushes out. This knee pushes out. It's so hard. That's why I'm like, don't worry about how many you're completing in this time allotment. Worry about pushing that knee apart so you're working the abductors of the hips. Glutes. Excellent. Meet me on the floor. Meet me in the mall. It's going down. Meet me in the club. LOL. Okay. Heels down, toes up. Draw your hips to the ceiling. They stay there. Arms reach up. Here we go. One arm drops, then the other. 1-1 tempo. We're keeping it pretty quick here in the upper body. Hips are high, glutes are on. 30 more seconds to go. I still hate this block. I still don't like it. I'm still a little mad. I'm still a little butthurt. 22 seconds. Come on. Lift those hips, push into those heels. Guess what? Core work. I'm gonna make myself a committed promise. I'm staying in my plank. No matter what I'm doing with my legs, I'm not coming out of that plank. My promise to myself. Set those hips down. Rock yourself up. Drop the dumbbells off. I can do it. You can do it. Meet me in your forearm, on your forearms. Here we go. So I'm gonna start just static. Reconnect to the breathing. Find that cat spine. Squeeze your butt. Then maybe I start to tap the feet. Tap the feet. Guess what? 30 more seconds. I don't know if I can do it, but I'm gonna try. Only way to find out is to try. I know it's very non-Yoda, but we're trying. Okay, I'm noticing I'm struggling, so my knees are coming down. Push that mat away from me and lift back off. 5, 4, 3, 2, that is your time. I got really good news. We're done with that block. Which also means we're done with this band. We don't need it in our last block of work today. So I am gonna put it off camera because I kinda hate it right now. Okay, cheers. We have one more block of work left to go, and this is revisiting our martial arts that we've been doing today. We have a chamber knee into a back push kick. So the chamber knee, I'm leaning back, and the back push, I'm leaning forward. There's a lot happening with the torso. We're gonna spend 30 seconds on one side and 30 on the other. Here's the other challenge. Their legs are separated, meaning I go chamber knee left, back push kick right. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Chamber, back push, chamber, push, chamber, push. Remember that down dog split? We're trying to pick that leg up nice and high. Lean, kick. We're switching sides here in 3, 2, 1. Switch your lead leg. Chamber, back kick. Pull, push, pull, push, pull. Oh my gosh. I'm starting to smile because I'm realizing I've only got 8 minutes of this. 3, 2, finish with that kick. Okay, lower body is as follows. Oh, right, oh no, okay. I'm gonna pick up those heavy dumbbells. Sumo heel pops. So my toes are turned out. My weights are in front of my thighs. I drop into my sumo. Lift my heels, lower, rise. Let's try it again. Squeeze. Wow. Inhale down. What a difference 48 pounds on the body feels like, right? How low can I get? And then find that balance on just the balls of the feet. Good news, we got time for this last one. Oh, perfect. Set the heavies down. We're moving into upper body. We're in a high kneel position. Okay, now I have bicep curl, circular motion, and then traditional biceps curl. Do it again. Circle curl it, circle curl it. Both arms, palms face up. And now I do it again. High kneeling, we cut ourselves off at the knees, so there's lack of momentum here. I'm gonna show this to you profile here. So you can see that my body's not rocking around. Good. Beautiful, you have time for one more. Finish the rep out. Good. Now you're gonna meet me in a high half kneel. We did a little of this in the warm-up. I've got my right foot off to the side. I'm gonna slide my hips back and rise my way up. Lean and return. Slide, rise, lean away, return, slide, rise. Remember this leg, because we're not switching. Slide back, rise up, lean it away. Right, so we're getting more side bending. I'm driving my hips to the front, I'm leaning away. Excellent, now remember, next time, I'll have the other knee down. I will remember for us. Give me one more of these all the way through. This is it, last one. Slide back, rise up, lean away, that's the set. So we're gonna go back around one more time. Then we're gonna do a body scan. Then we do our stretch. Okay, high five. And now we're gonna move into that cardio. So it's gonna go chamber knee, back kick. Ooh, lost my balance. And actually, I'm gonna face you for this one. Okay, so chamber knee right, back kick left goes in now. Chamber, kick. So you may have noticed I'm picking up that tempo because I can. My body and my brain are like, yep, we're feeling pretty connected right now. I'm flexing my feet, push through the heel of that back foot. Pull, push, pull. We're switching sides in 3, 2, 1. Switch your feet. Chamber, kick it, push. I don't know why I saved that sumo heel pop for the end of the workout. I'm like a little bit like, wow. We're gonna do our best though. We're gonna pick up those heavy freaking dumbbells together. You're done in 3, 2, 1. Pick them up, please. Bend your knees. Okay, turn your toes out. I love me a sumo squat. You know I do them a lot. I'm just losing my steams. Drop it down. Oh my gosh, 30 more seconds. I can do it, you can do it, let's go. Keep your spine long, no hinging forward. I want to do it too, but I can do this. I can keep my chest up, eyes forward, shoulders peel back. Excellent, team. Let's do a couple more. Mandee, what if I can't lift those heels? Keep them on the floor. Last one. Upper body curls. Go ahead and drop those dumbbells off. In fact, I'm going to put them out of the frame so I know I'm not going to accidentally trip on them in my stretch series. Okay, meet me in the high kneeling. Circular curl. Circular curl. And then turn the palms, do a traditional tricep or biceps curl. Try to alternate your lead arm if you can remember. I'm not perfect either. I probably messed it up already. No rocking. Palms face your body for the singles, and then palms face forward for the bilateral one. Focus the attention onto the deceleration back down to the start position, the beginning of the rep, right? That is your time. Drop off the dumbbells. Again, I'm going to do exactly what I did. And now the other knee is down. Arms lift. I sweep back, rise up, lean away. Look at the outer edge of this foot. It's pressing down. So I'm getting a little hip thruster and a little side bend, but it's also working abs and obliques and erectors. Total body experience here to wrap up today's 45 minutes of total body conditioning. We've got a nice little body scan, and then we're moving into our 15 minutes of total body stretching. What a gift to be able to move freely. Finish line here. That is our time. So before I come into my body scan, I'm going to get a sip of water and I'm going to take my shoes off. Feel free to do that for yourself. I love not wearing shoes for this because it gives me an opportunity to feel the stretching through the soles of my feet. So, okay, our rest period is ending, and we're gonna move in to our body scan, and we're gonna do that on the floor. So go ahead and lie down on your back. And if your back feels super tight, feel free to bend your knees. Let your hands rest at your sides. Close your eyes. Take a breath in and let it out. Keep your lips closed. Just let your breath just naturally lengthen, deepen. So let's talk about this body scan. Starting at the crown of the head, through the ears, eye sockets, nose, lips. Just take a moment. Begin to relax the face, the muscles of the face. Maybe even nod the head gently right to left. Then neutralize the shoulders, feel the neck, shoulders, backs of the arms, fingertips on the floor. Just let them start to get heavy. Maybe give them a little wiggle, a little wrist ring out. Good. Now we're moving into the chest cavity and the belly. Really just take a deep breath in, fill up the lungs, and expand the chest. And let it out of the mouth. Full expel of the breath. Let's do it 2 more times. Inhale. Fill up a little more if you can, and let it out. One more deep inhale, and let it out. Good. Just kind of wiggle the hips. Notice if you're clenching your cheeks, not the ones on your face, and just allow for them to rest on the mat. Feel the backs of the legs, the heels. Maybe give the toes a little wiggle. And just windshield wiper the legs from right to left a little bit. Good. Okay, body scan is officially wrapped up. So we're going to start our stretch series. Reach the arms over the head. Point the toes. And then we're going to hug our right knee into the chest. Hold it there. Flex and point the foot. Ankle circle it around. Do it again. Flex and point the foot. And ankle circle. One more time. Flex, point, ankle circle around. And we'll slide that leg long. Reach the arms overhead again. Point the toes. Let the ribs expand. Let the spine arch. And we'll hug the other knee into the chest. Hold it tight into the chest. Point, flex, and ankle circle. Good. Point, flex, ankle circle. I've got a cat that may or may not pull the blinds right off of the window today. Good. Last one. Give it a little deeper hug and then release it. Go ahead and bring both feet flat to the mat. And then I'm going to scoot a little bit further down because I'm about to do something with my upper body along with my lower body. So I'm going to take my arms all the way over my head, thumbs down, pinkies up. Press my low back into the ground. And then as I lift my hips, send my arms over my chest. And then slowly roll myself down, reaching the thumbs back over my head. Let's do 2 more. Exhale, lift everybody up. Feel that nice stretch along the thighs and flexors, and reach overhead. Really spend a little bit more time articulating that spine into the mat. Last one to lift my way up. And lower down. Keep the arms over the chest. Give yourself a little hug and slide the soles of the feet to meet. Splay the knees open. Begin to rock gently over to your right and over to your left. Trying to pull that shoulder with your fingers. Do it one more time, both directions. Just kind of rotating the torso like you're giving a hug to somebody and kind of also wiggling them right to left. Good, and then from here I'm going to release that. Bring the opposite elbow on top, and we'll do that 2 more times, both sides. Good, breathe. Almost done. Come back through the center. Release those arms. And bring the hands to the outer edges of the legs. Hug your knees into your chest. Good. Now we're going to go around the world with our pelvic bowl. Let's do 2 more in this direction. Got a lot of time to work this stretch, so go ahead and reverse that circle. Around, down, nice little stretch along the low back. 1 more time around. And then we're going to set the foot of the right down. Take the left foot, cross it over, push that knee away from you. Kind of passively stretching for a moment. Nice. Now from here, I'm going to release that stretch of the inner thigh. I'm going to place my hands next to my hips, and I'm going to lift my leg off the ground. So I'm using my abs actually to lift that leg. Go ahead and set it back down. And now this foot, this top foot, is going to rotate over. So I am kind of crushing my wrist on that bottom arm. That's okay though. It doesn't feel bad to me. Come back through the center. Let's do 2 more. So I'm going to push the knee away from me first. Just kind of feeling a little bit of the gunk of the inner thigh and that flexor area. Release that. Then use the low belly to lift the leg up. So I'm feeling that piriformis stretch. Hold that for a moment. And then we're going to rotate that foot towards the floor. Good. 1 more time on this side. Come back through the center. Push the leg away from you. Push the hand into the floor. Lift the hips. Low belly working. Then set that foot down and rotate the hip. Okay, so keep the hip rotated. Release the back hand. Grab for the shin. Pull it in a little bit tighter. Bring the other arm to a nice little goalpost position. And we're going to floss that shoulder. So notice if the elbow is a little too high. My elbow is just a little too high. I'm going to bring the palm to face up and the palm to face down. So that shoulder head does leave the mat for me, but it doesn't feel uncomfortable, so I'm going to keep it up. Last one, and back up into that goalpost. Good. Return the legs through center, switch the legs. So now I'm going to cross the ankle, push that foot forward, or excuse me, this is my inner thigh. Release that. Use the low belly to lift. So I'm feeling that piriformis stretch with the strength of my legs and my core. Set that foot down. Rotate over the hips. So see how I'm closing down and that foot is kind of, or that thigh is kind of closing onto my wrist? That's okay. 2 more times. Come back through the center. Push that knee away from you. Nice gentle stretching today. No need to go too hard. And then we release that hold. And I'm going to pick up those legs. Hold there for a moment. Set them down and rotate the hip. So it's a nice gentle outer hip stretch. Good. Return through the center. Last time. I'm going to push that knee away from me gently. And then release that. Lift the leg up. Feel that nice stretch. Return to the mat. And now we rotate. We're going to hold that rotation. And then I bring my back arm to this goalpost position. Make sure the elbow is below the shoulder. Drop down. Fingers touch the floor. Knuckles touch the floor. Fingers touch the floor. This is a nice rotator cuff stretch. Last one down. Returning it back up. Bring yourself back through the center. Grab for the outer edges of the feet. We'll take one happy baby. So the goal here is to actually press into the lumbar spine while both knees bend in towards the armpits. And let's just wiggle those toes around. Nod the head a bit. Excellent. Cross the ankles. Rock yourself up to sit. Once you're seated, keep the cross of the ankles. Take the arms over the head. Good. And then we're going to twist to one side. Take the arms, lift up to the torso, and twist deeper. Good. I'm going to release that and just reach the arms towards the front of my mat. Crawl the fingers forward and roll yourself up. Good. Place the hand outside and take the arm over the head. So now we're directly targeting that intercostal muscles group, and we're going to wring out the wrist on top. Return through the center, uncross, recross, and we'll do the same thing on the other side. Reach the arms up, long spine, twist to the side. Take that inhale. Take the exhale to twist deeper. And then we're going to bring both hands to the back of the mat and fold. So I'm feeling this stretch along that sideline of the body I'm folded away from. Crawl it through the center line and press your way up. Bring the fingers to the floor, reach up and over for that traditional side bend, and wring out that top wrist. I had to throw in this song, it's so good. Come back through the center. Beautiful. From here, go ahead and bring yourself down to your belly. Slide the legs long. Now, once we're on our belly, I'm going to bring the right hand to the floor and rest my head on top of my hand. I'm going to bend the knee of the opposite leg and catch it with the same hand. So a nice little quad stretch here. Pull that heel towards my seat. As I'm doing that, if I want a little bit more, I'm going to start to press my pubic bone down into the mat. It's a nice little quadricep stretch. Let's take a deep breath in and let it out. Good, release that leg and let's switch legs. So before we switch the legs, we have to switch the hand that's holding the head. And now I'm going to bend the other leg, catch the top of the foot, press my pubic bone down and pull that heel a little closer to my seat. Fill up the lungs, push the belly into your mat, and exhale out of the mouth. Let's keep holding. Breathe in and let it out. Good. Release the legs. Tee the back arm. Take the other arm in front of you and push your way over the shoulder to feel that stretch through the front side. If you've got a free hand, meaning if I don't have to hold the mat for support, my free hand is going to reach behind me and I'm going to grab for that tricep and open up my chest deeper. Breathe. Come back through the center. And then we'll switch our sides. So now I'm going to tee my other arm. It might be a little bit out of the frame. That's okay. I'm going to roll over. And then this arm, this top arm, is going to reach back maybe and grab for that wrist, or I think I'm grabbing my elbow here, maybe my bicep. Breathe into this. Let it out. Come back through the center. Take your hands next to your chest. Then press into your pubic bone. We're going to do 2 cobras. Lift your way up. Shoulders peel back and down. And release nice and slow. We've got time. We're going to do it again. Big inhale. Shoulders roll back and down. Lift your way up. And lower all the way back to your mat. Good. Bend your knees. Press your way to all fours. I'm turning to face you. So once I'm on all fours, my knees are going to crawl in a little bit tighter. I'm going to sit back onto the toes. My toes are flexed. So I'm actually sitting back onto the heels of my feet to stretch the soles of my feet. So we're going to target the triceps here. Take the arm over the head on either side. Push into the back of the head with that, strength of the neck. So I'm feeling this stretch through my tricep, but then also through my feet pretty tremendously. I'm trying to put on a happy face because it's really intense. Release that, just so you can see this. My toes are tucked. I'm going to take the opposite arm over my head. push into the back. So if you're like, I have to release my feet, release the feet. It's all good. We're just doing the best we can here, right? Excellent job. Release that. Bring the hands in front of the knees. Turn one hand so the palm is facing up. We're going to move the torso around 3, 2, 1. Reverse the circle. So I'm just putting a little bit of body weight on the top of the hand to feel that wrist stretch. And now we're just going to switch the hand that's on the floor face up. And we go around the circle for 3, 2, 1. Reverse that circle for 3, 2, and 1. Good. Last couple of stretches. I'm going to back my knees up, untuck my toes, press my fingers forward, come onto the chin for a puppy dog pose. Big stretch through my chest. This is one of those poses that my body really doesn't love to do. Does not, in case that was missed. Ripple your way up to all fours. We'll take one cat-cow. Inhale to lift up. Exhale to dome everything in. Hold the dome. Just kind of move from right to left, like you're wiggling your tail. And then we're going to walk those hands a little further forward, curl the toes, lift up to the down dog. Good. Pedal out the feet. Feel that stretch from the calves, right? We didn't do any calf stretching yet. This is it. This is our calf stretch. Push into one heel and switch the heel. Look forward. Start to walk your way to the top. Tuck your chin. Slowly roll your way up to stand tall. Let the head be last. Shake it all off. We did it. We made it for the hour. Such great work. I hope you had a great time. Please comment what you like, what you don't like. Feedback is so helpful. You know, constructive criticism in 2024. What a concept. I hope you had a great workout. I know I did. I feel really good. And I hope to see you in the new year looking and feeling your absolute best. Don't forget to find me on the socials, Mandee Miller Fitness, and au revoir.